Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasul Kareem. Today we're going to talk about the importance of knowledge. So many of the youth and especially the adults, we don't value the sacred knowledge. We're living in the age of information. You know, in our pockets is the whole Quran downloaded. This used to be a privilege. This used to be something very rare. But now, even with that access, we're not really studying the sacred knowledge. We'll spend years upon years for our degrees, bachelor's, master's, PhD, medicine, engineering, lawyer, this, that. But when it comes to the deen, we may not even know the 101 basics. So we have to start studying the deen. SubhanAllah, Rasulullah mentioned that those people who seek the path of knowledge, sacred knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ease for them the path to Jannah. So this is an easy access. Learning about your faith, learning about who Allah is, who the Prophet is, what they commanded, what they prohibited. The beauty within the faith is an obligation for every Muslim. And once you get to know it, don't think this is the role of your imam, local speaker, local this and that. This is something you all should know. And we have access to it. So if you have the ability to use your phone, the ability of language to search different things, you have the ability to use YouTube, you have the ability to do all this, you can easily, inshallah, gather some knowledge. And you know, YouTube knowledge and internet knowledge is one thing, but also try to join good circles, because those people can guide you better than many of the misguidance that you may find on the internet. SubhanAllah, Rasulullah mentioned that the ulama, the true people of sacred knowledge, are like the comparison of the shining of the moon versus the stars at the night, or the comparison between the Prophet ﷺ himself and the lowest amongst the Muslims. So a big comparison, big gap. So the people that Rasulullah ﷺ honored were those people who had sacred knowledge. In fact, even when people were buried after battle, if one person was a hafidh of Quran and one person wasn't, he honored the hafidh first and said bury him first, because he's memorized the Quran, he had knowledge of the Quran. So subhanAllah, this is a gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives. And how do you gather knowledge? The first thing that we go to is the Quran. Learning how to recite Quran, learning the meanings of the Quran, learning how to implement the Quran in our life, learning about hadith, learning about the message of the Prophet ﷺ, learning about fiqh. This will be the blessing for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us to be in the circles of knowledge so that we empower ourselves for greater good, inshallah. Jazakallah khair wa salaamu alaykum.